Second day. Hi again, Rico. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least I keep my word. Well, I'm back at the literature club. I was the last to come in, so everyone else is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Rico. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment for you. Making you dive first into literature when you're not accustomed to it? Oh, come on. Like, he deserves any slack. Sari told me you didn't even want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know, you plan to just come here and hang out or what? If you don't take us seriously, then you won't see the end of it. That's okay, you certainly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between, say, Monica and manga. Manga is literature. So if you're defeated, Natsuki plugs back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Rico always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sorry, that's because your room is so messy, it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Is that so? Hehehe. You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Rico can become good friends too. Saguri. As usual, Sayuri seems oblivious of this weird situation she just put me into. Oh, Yuri even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayuri. Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayuri made it sound like a really big deal when it's not. What to do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make it a big deal you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked out a book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention even if you don't usually read. We could, you know, discuss it if you want it. This is... How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book she thinks I like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled in, I expected Monica to kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem to be the case. Sayuri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in the book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she was waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in the closet. I hear Natsuki uttering a separated sigh from within the closet. She seems to be annoyed at something. I approach her, engaging it as a hand. You looking for something in there? Freaking Monica. She never puts my stuff back in the right spot. What's the point of keeping your collection organized if someone else is just gonna mess it up? Natsuki slides a bunch of stacked books and boxes across the shelf. Manga. You read manga, right? Uh, sometimes. Manga is one of those things where you can admit you're really into it until you figure out the other person's stance. How do you know anyways? I heard you bring it up at some point. Besides, it's kinda written on your face. Oh, what's that supposed to mean? I see. There's a lone volume of manga amidst a stack of various books on the side of one of the shelves. Curious, I put it on the stack. There it is! Natsuki snatches it out of my hand. She then turns to a box of manga and slips the button right into the middle of the rest. Ah, much better! Seeing a box set with one book missing is probably the most irritating sight in the world. I know that feel. I get a closer look at the box that she's admiring. Part 5 Girls? It's a series I never heard of in my life. That part of me is either way out of my demographic or simply terrible. Or both. If you're gonna judge, you can do it through the glass in that door. She points to the classroom door. Hey, I wasn't judging anything. I didn't even say anything. It was the tone of your voice. Well, I'll tell you one thing, Rico. Consider this a lesson straight from the literature club. Don't judge a book by its cover. In fact, Natsuki pulls out the first volume of Part 5 Girls from the books. I'm gonna show you exactly why. She shows the book right into my hands. I stare at the cover. It features 4 girls in colorful attire striking animated feminine poses. It's excellently moe. What's moe anyways? Then you stand there. Ugh. Natsuki grabs my arm and pulls me out of the closet. She then takes a seat against the wall beneath the windowsills. She passed on the ground next to her, signaling me to sit there. Wouldn't chairs be more comfortable? I take my seat. Chairs wanna work? We can't read at the same time like that? Why's that? I guess it's easier to be close together like this. Don't just say that! You make me feel weird about it. Natsuki crosses her arms and scooshes an inch away from me. Sorry. I didn't exactly expect to be sitting this close to her either. Not that I can say it's a particularly bad thing. I open the book. It's only a few seconds before Natsuki once again inches closer, reclaiming the additional space while she hopes I won't notice. I can feel her peering over my shoulder, much more eager to begin reading than I am. Wow. How long has it been since I read the beginning? You don't go back and flip through the older volumes every now and then? Not really. Maybe sometimes after I already finished the series? Hey, are you paying attention? I am, but nothing's really happened yet, so I can talk at the same time. Look like it's just about a bunch of friends in high school. Typical slice of life affair. I kind of grew out of these as it's sure for the writing to be entertaining enough to make up for the lack of plot. So, what should I expect from this? Is there going to be plot? Well, obviously. You think I will enjoy something that didn't have a plot? I mean, well, I guess I know what you're saying. A lot of the beginning is about simple things. Like there's a really funny chapter where they're obsessed with a guy at the ice cream shop. But that just helps you get to know the characters. And besides, it's still entertaining. But later on, there's all kinds of drama. Like when they get all into the backstories or when some of the romance starts to happen. That's really what makes it so good. There are so many touching parts. Oh, is that so? It sounds like you really know what you're talking about. Maybe I underestimated you.
Hey, wait!
What's that supposed to mean?
Wow!
Natsuki gives me a little show. I just meant that I haven't seen you at your full power. Good save. This chapter really seems like it's about bacon. It's just a guess, but is there a lot of bacon in this manga? Well... Natsuki pauses for a moment, as she didn't want to admit something. Yeah? What does that matter? It doesn't, but just curious. Since you enjoy bacon too, right? That's... just a coincidence. I just happened to get into bacon right around the same time I got this manga. Like I will ever get into anything because it's in a manga. I feel bad for anyone that impressionable. Definitely not a coincidence. I guess that explains Natsuki's interest in baking. Still, of all the hobbies to pick up for a manga, that's definitely one of the better ones. Not to mention she was really good at it, so who am I to judge? Oh my god, that's a really cute shot. Dot dot dot. We read on for a few more minutes. I finished a couple of chapters at this point. Are you sure this isn't boring for you? It's not. Even though you're just watching me read? Well, I'm fine with that. You say so. I guess it's fun sharing something you like with someone else. I always get excited when I convince any of my friends to pick up a series I enjoy. You know what I mean? Eh? Hmm? You don't? That's not... Well, I wouldn't really know. What do you mean? Didn't you share your manga with your friends? Could you not rub it in? Yes. Ah, sorry. Like I could ever get my friends to read this. They just think manga is for kids. I can't even bring it up without them being all like, eh? You still haven't grown out of that yet? Makes me want to punch them in the face. I know those kinds of people. Honestly, it takes a lot of effort to find friends who don't judge. Much less friends who are also into it. I'm already kind of a loser, so I guess I gravitated toward the other loser's side over time. But it's probably harder for someone like you. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. Wait, which part? I mean, I feel like I can even keep it in my own room. I don't even know what my dad would do if he found it. At least it's safe here in the club room. Except Monica was kind of a jerk about it. I just can't win, can I? Well, it paid off in the end, didn't it? I mean, here I am, reading it. It's not like that solves any of my problems. Maybe. Or at least you're enjoying yourself, right? So? Yes, that's enough. Are you gonna keep reading or what? Yeah. I flipped the page. And read it! Suddenly, Natsuki starts laughing. I thought I forgot that happens. Natsuki pours her finger on one of the panels. Minori is my favorite character. You always feel a little bad for her since she's so unlucky. Sí, porque está la cámara. But I guess it's especially bad when... I shouldn't be talking about that yet. Just finish this chapter. Natsuki's voice sparkles with excitement. It's a stark contrast to her usually bossy tone. When she's not used to sharing her favorite manga with her friends, I can understand why. It's hard to express in words the feeling you get when connecting with someone like that. And being able to provide that to Natsuki, for whom it's a real experience, the thought makes me smile a little to myself. Okay, everyone! Are you ready with today's poems? Okay? Okay. Oh, come on! Could your timing be any worse? Sorry! I just need to make sure we have enough time. Though you look pretty cozy over there. Natsuki suddenly notices how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright. Guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You just giving it back? And you want to know what happens? Yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb. Just take it home with you. Eh? Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I really didn't plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It will take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. Let's finish that one before tomorrow so we can start a new one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. But tomorrow? I got hardwired to the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. Like Doctor Who. But I suppose that's a necessary sacrifice in exchange for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what will happen if I don't finish it? Alright then. I stand up. I return to where I put my stuff and carefully slip the book into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share with?
I can't wait.
Sayuri and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayuri sang us on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can really see Monica's pristine handwriting from what I said. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Who shall I show the poem to first? Well, I spent a lot of time with Natsuki, so let's go with that one. I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair to share mine for her first. Okay, well let's start with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, remember how I said I wanted to read your poem? That's what I had in mind when writing this. I want to help feel you comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poem if yours was really bad. You're supposed to show me some dumb poem, make me go, ha, well it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. You wanna ruin it. Hope you're happy. The hell? So in other words, you saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... You don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Fine, I guess. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. Eagles can fly. Monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race. Owls can seek. Cheetahs can run. Eagles can fly. People can try, but that's about it. Yeah, I told you you weren't gonna like it. She was right. I like it. What? Just to be honest, I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff. So people don't even take my writing seriously. Isn't the point of poems for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts way more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then made it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess more went to it than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Monica? Hi, Rico. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good, glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new on everything, do you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better? I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course, I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Rico. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know. But it's that sort of barrier that we'll learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Rico. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, jeez. No. It kind of makes me think of something Natsuki will write. And she's a good writer, too. So take that as a compliment. Would you say so? Yep. By any chance, have you read anything by Shel Silverstein? Maybe a long time ago? He's famous for telling all kinds of stories in just simple words. His poems can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. They might even feel like they're written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that will apply to anybody. I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kind of like that? Sort of. Maybe she's not an expert, but you probably won't find much flaw in her poems. It might be easy to write, but it's super challenging to get the meaning though. The meaning true. So I can see why it would be kind of your poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable enough doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kinds of styles, but I always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyway, you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know. People, the secret to self-confidence is to think you are confident. Then you will truly be confident even though you're not. I see. Well, let's read it then. A hole in the wall. It couldn't have been me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor? An angry boyfriend? I never know, I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind, like a film left out in the sun. But it's too late. My retinas already scorched for a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I wasn't looking in. I was looking out. He, on the other side, was looking in. I don't get it. I'm really bad at poetry. So, what do you think? It's very freeform, is that what you call it? Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of stuff is getting pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on the timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany here recently. I've been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming out strongly. Maybe after everyone is better friends with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try so hard to make it perfect, then you never have any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tally it up later. That's what I do for my class reports, actually. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you just get a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yuri. Dot dot dot. Dot dot dot. Yuri stares at the poem. A minute passes, long enough time for her to finish reading. Oh. Sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah. Why you ask? I'm just making sure. I guess that it might be after reading through it. So it's that bad. No! It just raised my voice. I'm so sorry. Yuri buries her face in her hands. I couldn't help but notice I spent several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. I might take Yuri a little while to get used to new people. It's fine. I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just their specific writing habits are usually typical of new writers. Having been through that myself, I cannot learn to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is that both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought is as her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone, and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little BS though. BS? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri's apologizing to herself, to me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as that rare opportunity for her, which itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining street light to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm, breathing air of the present but living in the past. The light flickers. I flicker back. Actually sounds nice. I'm sorry I have such terrible handwriting. What? I wasn't thinking that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah. Well, I just don't read script very often. I actually think your handwriting is pretty. It is. Eh? That's a relief. Also, I like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest, since it's our first time sharing, I want to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Rico. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Remember that poets often express their own thoughts, feelings, and experiences in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn than putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy that you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. Yeah, maybe you're right. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Who shall I show my poem to next? Maybe Sayuri? This is a good poem, Rico. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who wouldn't be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. Well, that's what impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It just reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Yeah. I choke on saliva. Help. Excuse me. I lost my voice. Great. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Rico. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Try new things like this for other people. That's something that really good people do. Thanks, Sayuri. I'm not sure if Sayuri sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined. Know how much this means to her and all. Yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be a new way of thinking you. Alright, I'm going to hold you to that then. Yay! Now you read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. We'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you miss me. Kissing my forehead to help me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you testing me to wish away a rainy day? I look above. The sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. If it was time for you, I will sleep forever. But I'm not mad. I want breakfast. That end. Food! Sayuri. This is just a guess, but... Did you wait until this morning to write this? No. Just a little bit. You can answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school. It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. Next time I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever! Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Excuse me, guys. Phew. I guess that's everyone. I'll glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone says judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayuri and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As I read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrow furrowed in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the phone to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? You just completely missed the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You meant you have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Thanks, but it really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple suggestions. I was looking for suggestions, but as someone who actually liked it. Todavía no lo probó. Estoy esperando que se enfríe un poco. Which people did, by the way. Sayuri liked it, and Rico did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions on my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change that time soon unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring. Which I haven't yet. And Rico liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh? I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I... You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Rico appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. Huh? How do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Ooh. Is everyone okay? Or you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs found the glory size bigger as soon as Rico started showing up. Oh my god. Natsuki? Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, you guys. Only both girls turned somewhere and I just noticed I was standing there. Rico! She's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems so complicated for no reason? The meaning should jump out of the reader, not forcing to have to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Rico. Wait! There's a reason we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way to convey complex feeling and meaning the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, it is also a waste. You understand that, right, Rico? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whoever I agree with, they perfectly think more highly of me. So of course that's going to be Natsuki, because you're cute. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, Natsuki has a point. I think that I rack my brain and attempt to back myself up. I think that conveying feelings with a few words can be just as impressive as well. Well, let the reader's imagination take over. And Natsuki's poem did a really good job of that.
Yeah!
It did, didn't it? Uh-huh. Just how much you know. That's not... Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But you were so mean to me. Natsuki's voice whines. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing. And sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty hated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayuri is nodding vigorously. Yes, so... You don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice is caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. You finally mutters that, barely audible. Pika Tengen! Yeje! What's up? How's the audio? I need to know how's the audio. She finally mutters that, barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. Lower music a bit? Dude, this is like 25% music. Better? With a face like that, I can't help but feel bad for her as well. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't need to feel threatened either. Well, did you say so? Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Rico. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. Think about, Natsuki glances around the room. Well, everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki has a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayuri and Monica look away. Anyway, the thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayuri? Oh, go make some tea. Eh? I'm just trying to help. I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayuri. I pat Sayuri on the shoulder. Well, now that we're past that, everyone else read each other's poem, right? I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone. Especially you, Rico. But to be honest, it's a nice change of pace when lacing around we got a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere. No, not at all, not at all. There's still time before we go home. So we're all relaxed for a bit. Of course, we start chatting, we do literature related things in the club room. So you can take the chance to pick up a book or do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. About what? That's not the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. Well, I guess that's why you're vice president, Sayuri. I saw this game a ton. I like it so far. And I'm not one of liking visual novels or anything. I know you're more like that style with the Nat Hakuoki and everything. Food. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend my time doing nothing. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright, well, mostly. Miko, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome! In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow. You will see soon. Or maybe you learned something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself. I did learn a little bit more about the kinds of poems everyone likes. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Rika, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayuri beams at me. It truly has been a while since Sayuri and I have spent this much time together. I can't really see I'm not enjoying it either. This is now a social eating stream. It's pasta with roasted garlic parmesan sauce and chicken. Sayuri. About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. Actually, the first time I seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. So you don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion. That's all. I can't see why they make good friends with you. Phew! You know, Rico, it's nice that I got to spend time with you in the club. But I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. I think everyone really likes you too. That's... Every day is going to be so much fun. Looks like Sayuri still hasn't caught up to this kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, you just have to see what the future holds, Sayuri. I passed Sayuri on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayuri as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Bum 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 bum. An art poem? I still hadn't saved the game. I spent like an hour. Oh, there's more than one ending? I didn't know. Then again, visual novels usually do. And this looks like a dating simulator, so I guess there'll be one for each girl. Keep an open mind. Okay. Okay. Let's see, Puppy! I'm gonna pick Puppy just for you. See, Natsuki jumped. Because I picked Puppy just for you. Bunny.
Kawaii!
Kitty. One loves cute, the other one loves hate, and one is neutral. I suppose this one is neutral, and this one looks cute, and this one loves hate.